Nobody charged with the murder of FBG Duck got on the stand. Everybody kept their mouth on. Nobody got on that stand. And I think that's a tactic that they wanted to do, because the lawyer's gonna get up there and try to eat them up or try to discredit them and just do a lot of tactics to get you locked up and shit like that and how you're forced to stay locked up. But move up, see things, see murder. None of the people that the feds alleged, blah, 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 blah. Blick that Duck got on the stand to at least talk about their innocence. We finna talk about this. Hit the like button. This is a strong video in my opinion, because you got to remember, it's been a lot of people testifying. This case is pretty much done. I believe it's a little more going to happen. I do think it's done with for Christmas. It's a Christmas vacation coming on. But I think it's going to be a few more things. And then I think the closing arguments. Mama Duck spoke on that. There's going to be closing arguments coming very soon. I was told that's in the beginning of January. We should be getting a verdict on what's going to happen. So hit the like button. Gold on this video, 3,000 likes. Because I think this is very crazy. So I'm going to give you a second to hit the like button. As you can see, nobody got on the stand. It was 6 people charged with Duck murder, and nobody got on the stand to try to, tell their truth or try to get themselves out of trouble. They let the evidence speak for itself. Remember, it ain't their job to convince y'all. It's y'all job to say that they're guilty. And I think they understood that. This case has been strong. A lot of people has got on that stand and testified against those people. Even some of their enemies, even close friends of theirs, security guards, all kind of shit. And there was a lot of statements given on these guys. It was a lot of people who cooperated on this case that didn't get called to that witness stand, But as far as this RICO case, this big time RICO case and shit like that, do the feds got enough of that? I'm not sure, in my opinion, I believe they have a lot of strong evidence. They got license plate readers. They even got people saying you did it. When it's somebody that's pointing the finger at you saying you did it, you did it, you did it and shit, it'd be hard to come above that. This ain't the police, this the feds. Remember, they put some of these guys' baby mamas and kids against them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When the feds come knocking on your door and make you tell and shit and act like they finna take your kids and all kind of shit, that shit change your mind and you get to... You know what I'm saying? Not saying that happened, but, it was a lot of cooperation in this case, but it was a lot of circumstantial evidence. It wasn't like the murder weapons and shit like that. I didn't see about those. I didn't see, faces shown in the shooting and shit like that. Those things ain't came out. I'm pretty sure they're going to come out eventually. People are going to FOIA request them. But I thought it was strong that out of all 6 of these guys, nobody thought that they needed to get on the stand and testify. Not even Teasy. Teasy wasn't even accused of being in a car when Duck died. He was accused of dropping his low. But I'm surprised he didn't get on the stand and try to say, hey, I was just on the phone telling somebody about somebody I didn't like. Or whatever the fuck. But I was told that they got his phone conversations and shit like that. Closing arguments is going to be very soon in the beginning of January, I was told. Now, closing arguments is different than opening statements. Opening statements, they pretty much just tell you what this case is going to be about. They're laying out the grounds of what they believe the evidence is, and they want you to understand that their client is innocent or their client is guilty or whatever the fuck. But closing arguments is a little different, They're going to sit there, they're going to bring up some of the key facts inside of this case. Try to persuade the jurors to understand their beliefs throughout the case. Certain things that wasn't credible. I'm pretty sure Muwap and them lawyers and O-Block and them lawyers are going to be like, look, Trenches News was paid. Butter was an enemy of theirs. O-Block Dave made up a lie and said he made up a lie. They're going to try to discredit all their witnesses and everybody that they had, and try to make those points stick inside the jurors' head. While the defense is going to say, look, y'all see all this evidence, this shit right here. We got license plates, reader, security shit, people, they did it. So I think this is going to be strong. So I don't know who going to win or who not going to win. In my opinion, ain't no winners in this shit. I think it's said on both sides. But subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to keep you updated on this. But it's a lot more news that's coming through, so we're going to stay tuned on a lot of news. I got an exclusive interview dropping today with Puda LaFleur. Man, I think this was a dope interview, I told Puda, there's a lot of rumors on the internet that you and Lil Durk are enemies now. That y'all ops, y'all don't like each other. Y'all want to hurt each other. And he didn't run from that shit, He kept it 100. He told me a lot of shit that I didn't know about in the drill coach. And he actually explained to me what happened to him that got him in that wheelchair. I didn't heard him speak on that on several platforms, but you know Truth had to ask some tougher questions. But I appreciate the love. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. But I wanted to bring to your attention, nobody in the O Block 6, nobody who was charged with drug death got on that stand and testified. You know, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If you ain't had nothing to do with this shit, then maybe you should have got on the stand and said, I ain't had nothing to do with this shit. But I just think the optics, the visual of somebody getting on the stand, it just don't look good in the drill culture. And I hope nobody didn't let the drill culture overtake their life, in my opinion. Because I believe, like, C-Thing, in my opinion, when we get into it, I seen a lot of information. I didn't see as much shit on him. You know, I seen that he was, video caught him getting inside of a car. I think an informant even said C-Thing was one of the ones that's kind of stood over duck and shit like that. But that was an informant. You know, I didn't see a lot of shit that stuck to him, but I did see things against him. So, but these guys didn't take the stand. That's why I want to ask y'all the question, and I want y'all to keep it honest, because I'm always asking these questions. Do you think anybody from O Block should have got on the stand? Do you think these guys should have got on the stand, told their story? Maybe that would have helped them out. Maybe the jury could have been convinced. These guys are rappers. They got the gift of gab. Maybe they could have talked their way out of this, you know, if they didn't do it, because everything is allegedly. Or do you think they did the right thing, you know? It's their job to prove they guilty. They ain't got to prove they innocent. I love to know what you think. I read every comment. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know. Blah, 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 blah.